something else which I've been asked to speak about in brief is the Akashic record. It's a fantastic concept. It's so fantastic it's hard to get your head around, and so valuable to do so. Every single event on this planet that has ever taken place is recorded. Now, we all understand that there's a body of information surrounding this planet which some people call the technosphere, other people simply call it the internet. So it's possible to take a word like Dharma, go on the website and find out what Dharma actually means through the internet. That's a process that you require a computer and an internet connection to do. That's the way that works. Now, the other sphere is sometimes known as the new sphere, and this is the Akashic record, and it's literally a record of every single event that's ever happened to any human being or other life form on this planet since the planets first came to life. So we're talking about something which is far more amazing and impressive than the ability to access things on the internet. And it's a strange thing that so few of us are aware of this great resource, and it is only through accessing the Akashic record that all shamans are able to do what they can do. This is how it works. What we're able to do is to literally link up with the particular record of the particular person that we're working for, and so we pull out the particular piece of information that the person needs us to look at, find out exactly what event it was in that particular lifetime that was the cause of the problem. I remember one particular example, there were two warriors, and they were always fighting their battles in life after life, and one of them did something to seriously distress the other one, and it caused a problem between the two of them. And here they were in their current lifetime having this terrible relationship problem between the two of each other, had no idea why. So me as a shaman simply accessed the Akashic record, got the exact little piece of information that was required. And this is what interests me. When I access the Akashic record, I am only ever given the exactly tiny piece of information that's totally appropriate for that particular person's healing. I don't get to see anything more than that, because otherwise I'd be literally wasting my time, because all my work is applied. There are other people that access the Akashic records for much more general purposes, and a man called Edgar Cayce, also known as Edgar Casey, depending on how you like to pronounce his name, had an amazing body of work where he trawled the Akashic records, came up with a fantastic amount of information about human development and evolution. So yes, it is a very powerful source, and the important thing to realise is that we all have the ability to access the Akashic records, and all we need to do is to get into a trance state and declare our specific intent to find out exactly what it is we're after, because it's like the internet but even more precise. If you go looking for the Akashic records and you ask for something general, you'll get nothing of any value whatsoever. You have to be very, very precise about exactly what it is that you want, and then you will be given the information that you have asked for, so long as you're clear enough and precise enough, and as long as you've got yourself into a trance state. So this is available to anyone, the ability to access the Akashic record.
So maybe that's why they say when a certain number of humans learn something, we all learn it. Is that because we're already connected to this thing, and once the information's in there...
That's a very important point, and what is very gratifying is today everyone recognises that every single major invention you want to think of, whether it's a steam engine or the printing press or the telephone, whatever it is, it was never invented by one person. It was invented by one person here, and someone else there, and someone else there, and someone else there, someone else there, all around about exactly the same time. It's as if that particular information suddenly becomes available to human beings, and it's the first ones off the starting block that are the ones that get written up in the history books. And sometimes it's often the third or the fourth that gets written up in the history books, and the first, the second, and the third get ignored by a series of circumstances. Famous examples of that. Yeah, so the 100th monkey is one monkey washes a yam before eating. All other monkeys eat a dirty yam. Other monkeys watch this one monkey washing the dirty yam and eating it, and the increased look of pleasure on the monkey's face. At first they ignore the monkey's behaviour. After a while they realise, hey, he's still washing his yams, maybe there's something in it. They try it out, and after a while all the monkeys in that little clearing are washing their yams in the same stream. Then, an incredibly short time later, all monkeys all over the world suddenly start washing their yams. It's called the 100th monkey principle. It has a great deal to explain about the way things are working in the world. It's like, at one time no one had any idea that there were any secret societies that were doing things perhaps not for everyone's best interests. Then suddenly there are a few reports on the internet, and then incredibly short time later the internet is flooded with reports from all different people from all different places talking about these particular secret societies and what they get up to. So this seems to be the way information is handled with us life forms. It's not just human beings, as the 100th monkey proves, even applies to monkeys too. So there's something quite remarkable about the release of information, and Rupert Sheldrake did have a particular, he's a biologist, he had a particular terminology, he called it morphic resonance, which is that there's something to do with the fact that everything is connected, and the fact that everything is connected means that when one person discovers a piece of the puzzle, in theory it becomes available to other people too, and it's a matter of the first people to see that then start to take notice. When the more people take notice, the more other people are inclined to look in the same direction. That seems to be the way that it works.
Can you mention as well, in modern gaming terms, you mentioned levelling up?
Yes, going up a level, yes. And I can certainly see that in my own shamanic practice, that it has felt that I've suddenly gone up a level in terms of what I've been able to offer people. And I think it applies to anyone who dedicates their life to doing something well, putting effort into it, and suddenly you're up a level, suddenly you can do things you couldn't do before. And there are classic examples, people like violinists who for years they're struggling to play this darned instrument and it's all a load of effort, and then suddenly one day they go up and they just, 2 hours have gone by, they don't even know what happened. It's like they've suddenly got this amazing ability because they've just gone up another level. So it seems to be an integral part of our human growth process, is when we go up a level. So the gaming technology has given us some really useful metaphors by which to understand our human development, as of course the word download, which I make increasing use of.